Hi, welcome back to our channel. I'm KK.
I'm Kristen.
Together we are K&K Crochet. I'm the mom and she's the daughter, and I clarify that every once in a while because I know people come in who are new. So if you're new to our channel, welcome. If you're returning, we appreciate you so much. We appreciate the comments and the interaction. Go over to our Facebook group. Link will be in the description box. Join us. Show us what you're working on. And then stick around. And this is going to be called Whips, Foes, and NOs. Whips, Foes, and NOs. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. I'm going to let Kristen start first. She's going to talk about a whip and something else I'm not so sure about. So we'll see.
Okay. So, I said last week in video I wanted to start the Lost Souls.
Lost Souls?
Lost Souls.
Say that 5 times fast.
Lost Souls Skull Shawl. I thought there was another word in there. By tutorial by Fiber Spider. And this is how far I've gotten. The faces are all out of whack because I haven't been able to block, but there's one.
There you can see it.
Yeah. There's another one. And then the first one's down here. I don't have a finished one other than that. Those 3.
That one you can see really well. So you can see the eyes and the nose and the mouth.
Yep. And it's really easy once you get the hang of it. I think it's a 7-row repeat, but I love it so far.
It's also probably like the first shawl like that you've ever done. So
I've never made a shawl ever.
I'm pretty proud of you. She's using her birthday yarn. Yay.
I am. It's so pretty.
Mandala. What's it called?
Zen.
Zen.
I forgot.
I love that colorway. Let me see it again. Show it. No, I want to see how it's working out.
Oh.
Because let me see the skein, the ball. So this is what it looks like for those who are curious. And boy, it's going to blow. There we go.
There.
And this is what it works up like.
You're losing the band.
I'll fix it.
And then that's what it works up like.
So take it closer. Yeah. So that's kind of, that's a green, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a dark green.
And it looks like, you know, that day we got it and showed it, I said it was like a black gray.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm looking at it and you worked it up, I see it is like a hunter green.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
I love it.
Because I said on film, I said, oh, that's a blue gray. That's not blue gray. That's green.
And then yesterday I was at work and my grandma came in to give me my late birthday present. And in it was an embroidery kit.
Farm Fresh. That's cute. That's very appropriate. I didn't realize that.
So I get to try embroidery. I don't know if I'll ever have it finished to show on here, but I'm going to try.
We did cross stitch. It's
similar.
It's basically the same, I think. It's just that one happens to be on an Ada cloth, and what you did, I can't remember what you did. Was it on a cloth?
Plastic canvas.
Yeah, so it's kind of they're all kind of the same. They're just the same concept, different applications. So foes. So I'll have to figure out, put stuff in the description box below because I can't remember. This one I know. This is some yarn that Cheryl from Cheryl's Creation sent us. It's Lion Brand Chunky. And I tried to find a hat pattern for a Lion Brand Chunky. Oh my. I'm sitting here. Oh, I love this. And not because I made it. I love the yarn and the stretch. Now I'm rethinking this pattern completely because I was thinking I would never do this pattern again. But I love it because it's so awesome and warm. Anyway, squirrel. Lion Brand Chunky size 5. I could not find a hat pattern for that. I was finding all of the size 6. So I could not find a size 5. I need to fluff the pom-pom. So I bought some pom-poms here lately just to try them because I haven't used them before. Any I've had were ones I've made. This, I don't know the colorway. I can't remember. I think it was called Concord or something like that. I'm not sure. And my ball band is somewhere else. So this is a hat that's worked long ways up and down like this, or side to side actually like this. And in the back loop only. And so that's what gives it the ridges. But what gives it this really pretty detail, you see that pretty texture, is the Lisa stitch. And I know there's been some comments about everybody thinks that's like the lemon peel or something. You go watch Lisa's video, Happy to Hook Creations. She's been making blankets from what everybody is calling the Lisa stitch because this is a stitch that she's been using and nobody can figure out if it's ever been used before in this fashion or been named. But anyway, regardless, it's beautiful. It is a single crochet in the first stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch, single crochet, half double crochet down the row. And when you work back, you work a single crochet into the half double and a half double into the single. Now, this is worked, like I said, crossways like this, side to side, and you seam up at the top. But if you notice, mine's bigger at the bottom and smaller at the top, like it looks like it's decreasing. What I did was, in the last 5 stitches, I single crocheted no matter what. The last 5 stitches were always single crochet on this end up here where I was going to sew it down. So it makes it not be so bulky down here, and it makes it easier for you to sew it together. And then on the inside, of course, these are the buttons with the little floopy things, the little, get the little white loops. Elastic loops. Thank you, with words. So I sewed a button on and put the elastic loop on there, and then I put the pom-pom on there, and I think it turned out really pretty. Of course, this is for our Bumblebees Mountain Outreach, so this is my 3rd hat of the month, and I said I would do 1 a month, and I knew that that meant I would get more done, but I just wanted to be sure that I would get at least 1. And then you can turn up the brim however you want. I really like this, the way this turns out. I was not thrilled with it when I was doing it. It has nothing to do with the stitch, has nothing to do with the pattern, has nothing to do with the yarn. I was not thrilled with it because that's my finger. I'm trying to remove my finger. I thought that was yarn. I was not thrilled with it because it takes a while. That's the only thing. It takes longer to do than what I wanted to do. And this was a mindless creation. That's what it was supposed to be. And it was pretty much. It's just, for me, it was taking a while for it to grow fast. Didn't grow as fast as I wanted it to. But now that I look at it, it's worth every second. I was just aggravated that day. You all know the saga of the never-ending blankets, so that's why I was trying to do something mindless. So, enough about that. That's the first hat, and then there was another hat somewhere.
Where did you put it?
I don't know. Where did I put it? All right, we'll get there eventually. Let me see. So here's another. There it is. All right. Oh, I know what this one is. I like this too. Let's turn it this way. This is the rest of, or most all of the, had you not seen it?
I had, but I chose the pom-pom.
Oh, yeah, she did choose the pom-pom. This is the rest of that Red Heart Ombre Anemone. And this is John Boy's Ice Cream Social Beanie. I really, really like it a lot.
Oh, I never paid attention to the texture.
Isn't that beautiful? Ooh. I really, really like it a lot. It's his pattern down to here, and he said, do whatever you want to do it to make it longer, shorter, whatever you want to do. So by the time I got down to the amount of rows he said to do the textured stitching, it was almost long enough for me to wear. So I did not continue with what he was saying to do after that. I decided instead that I would just do front post, back post ribbing, front post, back post, double crochet, and finish it off because I didn't need it to be any longer. And I really, really like this stitch a lot, a lot, a lot. I think it's beautiful. I put the pom-pom on the same way. Go check out John Boy Crochets. I'll tag him down below. And that looks like holes, but it's not. It's the variegation in the yarn. But I really like this hat to finish off the rest of that yarn. And it was super quick and easy. I really like hats that work up like that, and a beautiful pattern, and you don't have to do a lot of work to make it look like that. So there you go. And yes, Kristen picked out the pom-pom because, again, colors, I was like, I don't know, but I really like it.
She didn't believe me that it'd go together good either.
Well, it didn't. It looked brown, like more brown.
It's a rosy kind of,
like a rose gold quartz, like, but it looked brown to me because I had all the other colors for that. Really like this a lot. John Boy did a great job. And and this yarn is so squishy, worked up like this. It feels so good. And I would never say that Red Heart Ombre was squishy, but it is. I don't know what it is about it, that pattern. Okay, and then she's sitting on my finished object, y'all. All right. Remember, for my birthday in October, I got them Mandala Happy from my best friend, and then Ella sent me another skein or ball and a half or 2/3 or whatever. This did just take the 2 that was from my best friend. I cut it off to the length that I wanted because I want to use, I was being selfish, I want to use the other Happy for something else, and I don't know what, but I love these colors. Okay, so this is a shawl. Mm-hmm. This is the pocket shawl same one I crocheted in the brown, that's by Let's All Crochet. Super easy stitch, randomness, total mindless pattern. Again, I worked on this, John Boy's Ice Cream Social hat, and the hat with the Lisa stitch, because I just needed to brainwash myself. I was so sick of messing stuff up. So, this is my pocket shawl. I did not put pockets on it. I didn't want pockets. But it's my pocket shawl. I'm quite happy with it. It is squishy, squishy, squishy love. It is really super warm. I can use it as a shawl or as a scarf, or the big super scarf everybody's talking about. But it comes down to like right at my waist, maybe something like that. So I'm very happy with it. I don't remember how many I chained. I'm sure it's probably in the initial video when I started talking about it. It is with an I 5.5 hook and a mandala, and I followed the pattern that was on YouTube, Let's All Crochet, and did what she said to do. Super, super easy. Looks difficult, looks complicated, so not. These sideways square things right here, this is one row, and then the line above it's the second row. So 2-row repeat, very random, not very random, very, oh wow, I said random. Anyway, I'm super happy with it. I love it a lot, and it actually is long enough that I could, if I wanted to, do another panel like this, seam them together and crochet around it and make a blanket, which I was really tempted to do because it's so, it just feels like love and hugs.
Even with the holes in it, she said it was really warm.
It's super warm. I really love it a lot. Anyway, those are my finished objects I'm going to talk about in this video. I've got one more, but I'm going to talk about it in another video because it relates to the Santa's Workshop, the different projects I've been doing. So anyway, we hope you have a great day and a great week. Let us know what you're working on. Let us know, oh, I said whips, FOs, and NOs. Yeah, NOs. NOs is because all week I kept looking for things to do to clear my mind because of, if you watched last week's video with the Which Way Filet, and it wasn't even the Which Way Filet, it was the Tessellated Hearts blanket and what I did, the mess up I did with Big Twist, then you know that I was really aggravated and frustrated. And so I was trying to find something to work on. And I would look at something and be like, oh, that's gorgeous. I really want to make it. It's so pretty. And then I would go look at it and see 1,000 pieces, or, you know, exaggeration, over exaggeration, a lot of pieces that I didn't want to sew on. And I thought, I don't have the patience for that right now. I'm frustrated. So then I would go look at something like, oh, it's gorgeous. And it would be a lot of sections to sew together, like squares and things like that. Nope, ain't happening. And then I've had certain things that people have shown. You know how people on your Facebook page will show pop-up pictures and say, oh, you should make these, and you should make this, and you should make that. And or you have somebody say, you know, have you ever tried to make this? So this is for the NOs section, because we talked about this in my Facebook group this week, or our Facebook group, K&K Crochet. Listen, you should not make anything that does not bring you joy. And this is my year of not having to do things that don't bring me joy. So, there were a couple of days I didn't touch crochet because it made me physically not even okay to think about having to. I didn't want to work on anything that was long term that would not progress quickly. I needed something quick and easy, and that is my Roxy dog, and she is a hot mess, and apparently she wants attention. So, Roxy, cool it.
Get down.
Yeah, she doesn't understand who we're talking to because we're not talking to her. It's not fair. But anyway, I have decided that this is the year of NOs. If it doesn't bring me joy, I'm not making it. And if I start it and find out it doesn't bring me joy, I'm not making it. And so, in that vein, give me that blue right there, please. One more thing, and then we'll let you go. So, one of my goals this year was to learn how to Tunisian crochet, and I tried this because there was a project I wanted to do for Christmas, and I thought it would look better because it was knit. Okay, look here. This is me trying this morning. Look here at this seam. We all know, even in crochet, that this is not correct. So I thought Tunisian crochet was going to be, I thought it was going to be like just crochet a little more, a little differently. And no, it's not. It's not. It's not. I don't like to knit. I have knitted in the past. I don't have patience to knit. I don't find that it works for me. I also don't find that Tunisian crochet works for me with my arthritis and the amount of twisting and turning I have to do and trying. And with time it might, with practice, but as of right now, trying to pick it up and I just thought pick it up and go and start this thing that I wanted to do for Christmas, which is a long project. It was the Doctor Who scarf, which is like 12 feet long. No, it's not happening. It's not happening. 12 feet of Tunisian. It's not happening. I've got to find a different way to do it. I'll talk about that. I've got some other ideas about how to do that, but it's not happening like this. If you Tunisian crochet, kudos to you. I may pick it up later at another time, but this has proven that this is not the time nor the place for me to do that. Not for this project. I may try later. I do like how it feels, but I do know that I totally messed it up, and this was me in a hurry too, just trying to. I needed to spend that 5-10 minutes of looking at a video, trying it real quick just to see. And don't say you didn't give it enough time. I understand that. But the thing is, for this project, my goal was to do Christmas presents that I could knock out and not focus on them being difficult. This is not that it's difficult, but the process of me learning is, I shouldn't say difficult, is more extensive. How about that? Time consuming. These projects were not meant to be time consuming. They were meant to be make some, not even that, just they were meant to be easy, sentimental things that I could do that the people I was giving them to would appreciate, but things that did not bring me stress. There you go. So this would bring me stress until I can learn how to do it. Maybe another year, but not this year. So anyway, that's all for this video. Whips, FOs, and NOs, because it's okay to say no. And don't forget to be kind, because you don't know anybody else's journey, right? Mm-hmm. What about you?
I'm just working on my stuff.
Just working on her stuff?
I'm still trying to figure out what I can and cannot enter into the fair.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure that out. Usually they don't actually, we're looking off of last year's stuff, so this year's stuff will be totally different probably. They do change it, and they don't really get into that this early in the year. So we're trying to go off last year's stuff, but we're trying to figure out if she can enter as an adult or if she has to enter in the kids section, which had what, one category?
One. It
was anything made by a child 13 to 18.
One per category.
Yeah. So we're hoping that's not the truth. If that's the truth, we might have to find another fair locally that you could do, because we could probably cross state lines and do something there. So anyway, that's it for today. Be kind. You don't know anybody else's journey. Bye.
Bye.